In the year 2000, Hollywood introduced the world to a paradise so breathtaking, so untouched, it felt almost unreal. But what if I told you that very paradise was destroyed because of what happened next? This is the story of a dream turned nightmare, of a paradise lost and found again. After the beach hit theaters, Maya Bay was no longer a secret. What had once been a hidden gem on a remote Thai island suddenly found itself on the world's radar. Tourists from every corner of the globe flocked to this tiny cove, eager to live out the paradise they saw on screen. The influx was explosive. At its peak, up to 5,000 people crowded onto Maya Bay every single day, ferried in by some 200 boats that tore back and forth across the fragile waters like clockwork. The impact was devastating. The shallow coral reefs were trampled, poisoned by boat fuel and sunscreen, their intricate structures shattered and smothered. It's estimated that over 80% of the bay's coral was destroyed. Marine life vanished as their habitats collapsed. Even the beach itself began to die, its protective plants ripped out by careless footsteps, the once lush sands left exposed and threadbare. The sheer volume of visitors was far beyond what this delicate ecosystem could handle. Maya Bay was drowning, not in water, but in human footprints. What was once paradise had become a cautionary tale. By 2018, it was undeniable. Maya Bay was on the brink of ecological collapse. So Thailand's government took an unprecedented step. They shut it down. In June of that year, all tourist access was banned. The tour boats stopped. The crowds disappeared. For the first time in decades, Maya Bay was left completely alone, abandoned, not by neglect, but by necessity. What was first framed as a temporary 4-month closure quickly became indefinite. The wounds were too deep, the recovery too slow. Authorities made a promise, not to reopen the bay until nature had a chance to heal. Maya Bay fell into a deep silence, surrendered back to the rhythm of the tides. But could this wounded paradise ever truly recover? That's when a different kind of human footprint arrived. Not tourists, but protectors. A team of marine biologists and conservationists stepped in. They began the slow, meticulous process of healing the bay. Over 1,000 coral fragments were carefully transplanted by hand into the damaged reef. On land, rangers and volunteers replanted native vegetation, stabilized the sand dunes, and fenced off the most fragile areas. For once, people weren't taking, they were giving back. For 4 years, Maya Bay remained untouched by tourism. And then, something remarkable happened. Nature began to fight back. Bit by bit, the bay came to life again. Corals that were once bleached and broken began to bloom in color. Tiny fish returned to the reefs. Seaweed and seagrass waved in the gentle current. And by 2023, coral cover had grown from near zero to a living mosaic once more. Life surged back. The little creatures came first: clownfish, crabs, parrotfish. Then something extraordinary: blacktip reef sharks. Back in 2018, not a single one could be seen. Now, rangers have counted more than 160 gliding through the shallows. These weren't just visitors. These were new generations. Maya Bay had become a nursery once again. On land, greenery reclaimed the dunes. Trees reached upward. Birds returned to nest in the undergrowth. In the quiet, paradise was reborn. In 2022, Maya Bay reopened, but on nature's terms. This time, the revival wouldn't be sacrificed for selfies. A strict set of rules was put in place. Only 375 visitors are allowed on the beach at a time, and all visits must be booked in advance. Tour boats are no longer allowed into the bay itself. Instead, they dock at a special floating pier behind the island. Tourists walk a designated jungle path to reach the beach, protecting the shoreline from further harm. No swimming is allowed. Visitors can only wade ankle deep for a quick photo. No diving, no snorkeling. Rangers are stationed on the beach, whistle in hand, ready to step in at the first sign of disrespect. These measures may seem strict, but they are the price of preservation. A price worth paying if it means paradise can survive. Maya Bay was given a second chance, but the question now is, will we honor it? Will we learn from this story, or will history repeat itself elsewhere? Thank you for joining us in this little escape to paradise. Like, subscribe, and let the waves bring you back soon.